In a small, picturesque village nestled among rolling hills and lush greenery lived the Aku family. Mr. and Mrs. Aku were known far and wide for their kindness and generosity, always opening their home to visitors. Their two daughters, Adanna and Adaeze, shared a close bond, doing almost everything together. The sisters were inseparable, their laughter often echoing through the village. The Aku household was a haven of warmth and hospitality, where guests were treated like family. Adanna and Adaeze took pride in making sure visitors enjoyed their stay, often cooking delicious meals and showing them around the village. Life was simple and beautiful, filled with love and harmony. The sisters were beloved by all, and the family's generosity was the heart of the village. Every morning, the Aku family would start their day with a hearty breakfast, sharing stories and laughter. They had created a perfect life for themselves, and their bond was unbreakable. Their home was a beacon of joy, and their kindness was unmatched. Little did they know, their harmonious life was about to face an unexpected challenge that would test their unity and reveal long-hidden secrets. One sunny afternoon, as the Aku family enjoyed each other's company outside their home, a handsome young man approached. Introducing himself as Mike from the big city, he explained that he was in the village for a research project and needed a place to stay. True to their reputation, the Aku family welcomed him warmly. Adanna and Adaeze, captivated by Mike's charm, eagerly helped him with his luggage and showed him to his room. Mike's arrival sparked excitement in the sisters, who found themselves drawn to his intriguing stories about city life. From that moment, a silent competition began between Adanna and Adaeze, each hoping to win Mike's affection and attention. Their once harmonious household became a stage for subtle rivalry. The sisters, who had always supported each other, now found themselves competing to impress Mike. They cooked lavish meals, hoping to win his heart through their culinary skills, and spent hours showing him the beauty of their village. Mike, unaware of the growing tension, enjoyed the warm hospitality and the attention from the two beautiful sisters. The arrival of this charming stranger began to unravel the peace in the Aku household, setting the stage for a series of events that would change their lives forever. Adanna and Adaeze's rivalry over Mike grew more intense with each passing day. Adanna, with her gentle demeanor and exceptional cooking skills, tried to win Mike over by preparing his favorite dishes. She would wake up early to cook lavish meals, hoping to impress him with her culinary talents. Adaeze, on the other hand, used her outgoing personality and dancing skills to capture Mike's attention. She would spend hours practicing her dance routines, ensuring she was always ready to perform for him. Their mother, Mrs. Aku, subtly supported Adaeze's efforts to win Mike's heart, making Adanna feel the sting of favoritism. Despite feeling hurt, Adanna tried not to take it personally and continued to compete in her own way. The household, once harmonious, became a stage for drama, with each sister determined to outshine the other in Mike's eyes. Mr. Aku noticed the growing tension but believed it would resolve itself. The competition between the sisters began to affect the family's daily life, causing strain and unease. The once joyful atmosphere of the Aku home was now filled with an undercurrent of rivalry, threatening to disrupt their close-knit family bond. Little did they know, this rivalry was only the beginning of a much deeper conflict. The next day was the village festival, a grand event where the youth showcased their talents in dancing, cooking, and singing. It was a day everyone in the village eagerly anticipated. Adanna, known for her exceptional cooking, and Adaeze, an outstanding dancer, both prepared to shine. The festival was an opportunity for them to display their talents and, perhaps, win Mike's admiration. As Adaeze rehearsed her dance moves, Adanna busied herself in the kitchen, preparing a feast for the festival. The sisters put their best efforts into their preparations, hoping to outdo each other. When the time came to get ready, Adaeze rushed to dress up quickly so she could walk with Mike to the festival, showing him off to everyone. Meanwhile, Adanna remained in the kitchen, ensuring every dish was perfect. The village festival was a vibrant celebration, filled with music, laughter, and the tantalizing aroma of various foods. Adaeze's dance was mesmerizing, drawing admiration from the villagers who joined her in the joyous rhythm. Adanna's food stall attracted many villagers eager to taste her delicious dishes. The sisters' talents were on full display, each hoping to impress Mike and the villagers. The stage was set for an unforgettable evening. As Adanna continued to cook, their mother saw an opportunity to ensure Adaeze's success. Sneaking into the kitchen when no one was looking, she added a cup of salt to Adanna's food, ensuring no one noticed. The festival was in full swing, and the villagers were enjoying themselves. Adaeze's dance was the highlight of the evening, drawing a large crowd and receiving thunderous applause. When it was time to eat, the villagers lined up at the food stalls, with many heading straight to Adanna's table, eager to taste her renowned cooking. Adanna, confident in her culinary skills, served Mike the first portion. She watched with anticipation as he took his first bite. However, as Mike tasted the food, he screamed and dropped the plate, his face contorted in disgust. "Salt," he shouted, catching everyone's attention. The villager tasted the food and confirmed it was inedible. Adanna, embarrassed and confused, tasted it herself and was horrified. The villagers laughed, and Adanna, humiliated, ran away from the crowd. Her father tried to console her, but she couldn't shake off the shame. The joy of the festival was overshadowed by this unfortunate incident, leaving Adanna heartbroken and humiliated. Adanna felt the weight of humiliation as she ran away from the festival. The laughter of the villagers echoed in her ears, each chuckle a sharp sting to her pride. She found a quiet spot by a stream, where she sat and let her tears flow freely. Her father, Mr. Aku, followed her and tried to console her, but the sting of the public embarrassment was too deep. Adanna felt betrayed and hurt, unable to understand how her carefully prepared dishes could go so wrong. That evening, as she sat outside, lost in her thoughts, she felt a gentle touch on her shoulder. It was Mike, who apologized for what had happened. He tried to cheer her up with kind words and a warm smile. Adanna, though still hurt, appreciated his gesture. They talked for a while, sharing stories and laughing at Mike's jokes. Adanna began to feel a little better, her spirits lifted by Mike's kindness. However, the shadow of the festival incident still loomed over her, and she couldn't shake off the feeling of betrayal. As the night grew darker, Adanna headed back inside, unaware of the revelations that awaited her and the truth that would soon come to light. As Adanna headed inside, she overheard her mother and Adaeze talking in hushed tones. She paused, curiosity piqued, and listened. To her shock, she heard her mother admit to sabotaging her food. Adaeze, surprised, asked why she did it. Their mother revealed a long-kept secret: Adanna was not her biological daughter. Her real mother had abandoned her as a baby, and Mrs. Aku had taken her in out of pity. She confessed that she wanted Adaeze to marry Mike because his parents were wealthy, and she believed Adaeze deserved a better life. Adanna, devastated, could no longer stay hidden. She burst into the room, tears streaming down her face, and confronted her mother. "Why did you do this to me?" she cried. Adaeze, equally shocked by the revelation, stood in silence. The tension in the room was palpable. Mrs. Aku, looking guilty and regretful, couldn't meet Adanna's eyes. Adanna felt her world crumble. Seeking answers, she ran to her father, who was sitting with Mike outside. She demanded to know the truth. Mr. Aku, seeing the pain in her eyes, reluctantly confirmed the story. The hidden past was now out in the open, leaving the family in turmoil and Adanna questioning her place in the family. As the Aku family grappled with the revelations, a young woman walked into the compound. Mike greeted her warmly and introduced her as his fiancée. Adanna and Adaeze, along with their mother, were shocked. The sisters realized they had been competing for nothing. Mike explained that he had kept his engagement private due to professional reasons but felt it was time to introduce his fiancée. The revelation left the Aku family in silence. Mr. Aku, deeply disappointed by the day's events and the secrets that had come to light, asked Mike and his fiancée to leave their house. Mike, understanding the gravity of the situation, apologized and left with his fiancée. The family was left to process the whirlwind of emotions and truths that had surfaced. Adanna, feeling a mix of betrayal and relief, struggled to come to terms with her newfound reality. Adaeze, too, felt the weight of the situation, realizing the unnecessary rivalry and its consequences. Their mother, now filled with remorse, regretted her actions and the hurt she had caused. The family, united in their grief and confusion, began to understand the depth of their shared experiences and the impact of hidden truths. The Aku family spent the following days in deep conversations, trying to heal the wounds caused by the revelations. Mr. Aku reassured Adanna of his love, explaining that her biological mother's actions didn't diminish her place in their family. He emphasized that she was, and always would be, his beloved daughter. Adaeze apologized to Adanna for the rivalry, expressing her regrets for letting jealousy come between them. She promised to rebuild their bond and support her sister unconditionally. Their mother, feeling remorseful, admitted her mistakes and vowed to treat Adanna as her own. She expressed her deep regret for the pain she had caused and sought forgiveness. The family's unity slowly began to mend as they promised to be more honest and supportive of each other. They realized the importance of communication and transparency in maintaining their close bond. Adanna, though still processing the truth about her past, began to feel a renewed sense of belonging and love within her family. The experience, though painful, brought the family closer together. They pledged to move forward with a renewed commitment to each other, determined to face future challenges as a united front. With the drama behind them, the Aku family decided to move forward together. They continued to be kind and generous, but with a new rule: they would no longer allow strangers to stay in their home. The experience taught them valuable lessons about trust, family, and the importance of honesty. Adanna and Adaeze's bond grew stronger, fortified by their shared experiences and newfound understanding. The Aku family, once again harmonious, resumed their lives with renewed love and respect for one another. Adanna, though still grappling with her identity, felt a deep sense of belonging and gratitude for her family's unwavering support. Adaeze, too, felt a renewed sense of purpose, determined to honor her sister and strengthen their bond. Their mother worked hard to rebuild the trust she had broken, showing through her actions that she was committed to being a better parent. Mr. Aku, the pillar of the family, guided them with wisdom and love. The family, having weathered the storm, emerged stronger and more united. They were ready to face whatever the future held together, their bond unbreakable. The Aku family's story became a testament to the power of love, forgiveness, and the resilience of the human spirit.